Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to yet another video. In today's video, I want to go over a BMW diagnostic tool that can do it all. Like always, before I get started with any of my videos, give this video a huge thumbs up, consider subscribing, check out all of my links down below, as well as to the product down below that I'm going to show you guys in a minute. Jumping straight into it, here's a look at the product. The product is called CGDI. This tool is absolutely amazing in what it can do. It can diagnose the car, it can scan the car, it can program the car, and it can even make keys for your car. So this is a very powerful tool, and be very careful when you use it because it has some very powerful functionality. Now today I'm just going to do an overview of this. I will be going in more depth of what this product can and can't do for each car. Obviously there are some limitations, but this is looking like one of the ultimate BMW tools that you need to have if you own a workshop. I wouldn't say this is a tool for the average person to own. I'd say more of an independent workshop that needs to do things to the car should be owning one of these, because there is some great responsibility needed to operate. But the nice thing is this is all in English. Yes, it may be translated, but for the most part, it is all in English and it is not in German, unlike ISTA. So we're going to take a look at the programming and coding functionalities today. And again, like I said, more videos will come. So take a look at this down below, but this is really where you put your key if you're programming. We have a OBD port right here to plug into the car, and we have connection to your laptop. So let's take a look at it and I'll let you guys know what I think. All right, so taking a look at the app's interface, in here we have all the different sections. We're gonna start off going with the key section. This is where you can make keys for your BMW. Again, I'm going to err on the word of caution. This can be extremely dangerous and you can break things if you don't know what you're doing. So in here you can pick what CAS module you have. If you have CAS 1, 2, or 3, you pick here. If you have CAS 4, FEM, or BDC. Most of these, the first two options are OBD. FEM, you cannot make OBD unless it's been unlocked. You can also do EWS and some other cool things, even Porsches, which is really interesting. So we can also just do a key match based off of a file. So if you have a file, right here you can load up your file, check all the keys, stuff like that. I believe I do have a file. So right here I loaded up a CAS 4 file. I don't know what car this is, but for some sort of CAS 4 that I have, I can see that there's a key on 1, 2, and 4, and if I wanted to, I can just add a new one. I can click on it, click generate key, put a key in, and it would make it off that file, and then I'd rewrite it back to the car. We can check key status. If I want to throw a key in there, we can see if it's locked or not. So we'll do that right now. I know you guys won't be able to see me putting the key in, but I'm putting the key into the slot. Check key status. There you go. It's locked because this is my car's actual key, and obviously it's not a blank key, it is locked. So that's really the key feature right there, which is pretty cool. So we can confirm, exit, and then here are your other options. Like I said, if you're trying to make if you need to read the ISN number from a DME, here are all your options. Right here is for all the OBD ones. Here are some of the more complicated ones that you do need to read on the DME itself. So right now we have an N55. Select the chip. This one, confirm. And then you have to do the diagram of how you actually read it like that. If I clicked read right ISN right now, or if I clicked identify, it's probably going to fail just because it does not do these over OBD. It may be able to identify the DME, but I don't think it will actually read it. Okay, the next section we're going to take a look at is the diagnostic section. And here you can diagnose, code, and program the car. So let's open up the diagnostic application. So in here we can see all the errors right here. If I read this fault, this is for my surround view, basically saying it's not coded. I did put a new surround view module in when I was messing around with my Evo because I thought that was bad, but it's not. So we can see all the errors. We can clear them if we want, and we can clear them independently. So really cool that you can see the error and in English. So very easy. Basically this would be a replacement for ISTA as well. The next option that we're going to take a look at is the coding section. Again, we're on a G series, we're on an F series, so F/G series is what we're picking. And in here we can see all the modules. We can read the module right here, and we'll see that the CAFT file is missing. And that is because, again, you saw the other one had a error for it, there's no coding data. So we can write the coding data if we click on encoding. We can also back up the coding data. We can also do some VO coding. So if you want to back it up, then you can open it up in a program, make modifications, and then rewrite it back to the car, which is super cool. And it will populate like this, where you have the CAFT files. The other thing that we have is programming, which I'm not going to do, but I'm going to show you guys that you can program with this tool. So in here, if you want to code the module, or sorry, if you want to program the module, you can click on it. Again, you can see that we're missing the file still. You can click Start Programming, which will upgrade to the latest version that it has, or you can do Advanced Programming and pick the actual version it hits. Then you have stuff like initialize the airbags, initialize the sunroof, and initialize the windows, which is something you need to do after they're programming these cars. So if you flash anything, the flash file, usually you have to reinitialize. Depending on what module you flash, you have to reinitialize the airbag, skylight, and windows. So that's basically everything in here. Then we have some other stuff if you want to change the EGS. So basically your transmission has a password and you will need to change it if you're putting in a used one. So right here, it's saying it's not cleared, and you can click clear as long as you have it wired up to this diagram. Again, you can't do this over OBD. This is another limitation. You have to do it outside the car, which is pretty cool that it allows to do this. So then we have some other things in here like ICOM, CAS mileage reset, BMW data repair, which you can repair data of any of your files, CAS mileage reset if you got a new CAS module that you use and you want to adapt it to your car's mileage. Again, generic EEPROM, ICOM if you want to integrate with your ICOM. You can even do some Maserati stuff. Don't have Maserati to test, and I don't have a Porsche to test, so we will not be doing that. But with that being said, this seems like a really good tool off the bat. I mean, there's definitely needs some more testing to be done, but what I have done with it outside of making videos, it seems pretty good. I definitely would prefer this tool over the BIM tool by VVDI. Again, I would like to try that tool out, but I've heard some really bad things with it. There's a YouTuber that goes by the name of 0 to 60, and I always see him breaking stuff with it. Not his fault, it's just the tool. The tool claims it can do a lot, and it can't hold up to that promise. However, the CGDI tool seems a lot more promising, so very interested in putting it through its paces to see what it can and cannot do. So that is that. And then the last thing I want to show you is all the authorizations that I have. So I have full authorizations to be able to do this. So depending on what you want to do, you don't need to buy all the authorizations. But that is really it for the overview. I hope you guys enjoyed. Again, lots more to come on this tool and what it can and can't do. So, all right, everyone, that is going to conclude it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I know some of my more ballsy subscribers will go out and buy this thing, but again, I am urging on the word of caution because I have not fully tested every single operation with this tool, but I will be putting it through its paces and letting you guys know what I think. So far, I've done some things on the bench and it's turned out fine. I've not used it on a physical car yet, but we will get there. I haven't had anything to do yet. Maybe my F10, I think we'll take a backup of my F10, the CAS module, and try making a key over OBD and see how it does. That'll be really cool because then if I brick it, I can always go back and not physically be left with my car stranded. But again, time will tell. Definitely more videos. If you want to buy this, I'll have it linked down below. I bought this tool over the VVDI BIM tool. Apparently they're kind of similar. I think this tool is personally better. I've been seeing a lot of bad rap from the BMW BIM tool. I've even been seeing this guy in Australia that I watch. I forget his name, but I think it's 0 to 60 is his name, and he's been using the VVDI BIM tool and he complains about it all the time. Watch all his videos of him bricking things with it. So hopefully this tool will be better, but time will tell. So I'll have it linked down below for you guys to buy. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like this video and consider subscribing, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.